As you move around, you see Dora and look starts putting the pieces together.
Nice.
We haven't seen any sort of fabric since we've gotten in.
No, I imagine we'll decayed away.
But the lacquered wood and metal remain.
Shit.
An interesting thing about wood, if you've never done any woodwork, you throw away the pieces that are imperfect.
You keep only what's usable.
You keep that wood which lacks imperfection.
An idyllic place.
If we're going to take something back, I suggest we find usable wood that we can make into bows. These chairs, we could probably fashion some manner of crossbow. Not sure how much good it would do.
Against dark ones? I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Right, the strength of the Blackwatch crossbow is in its design, and the wood it's made of. I don't know if this would do much good, but it's worth a shot.
Let's try to get out of a place filled with creepy doll people first, though. That's what the other crew's doing. Looking for supplies. Our job's to open that door.
Right. Let us proceed.
That being said, if you guys see any libraries or anything like that, let me know.
As you proceed, ye old scout, as you cross by this establishment, you see many of these same metal creatures standing in various ways, some leaning over their board with their hand on their chin, but all frozen the same.
I have to ask because there's part of my brain that's itching. Do we ever... I don't know if we'd ever see their eyes move, but do we ever see their eyes in a certain position, look away, look back, and they're in a different spot? Like, the eyes.
Oh, what eyes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. You know what? That's the best answer you could have given me. Honestly.
I just realized, could I have given them the psychic whisper thing before they left?
Yeah.
Okay. I
I
will
like
roll.
a long rest.
Look into thine eyes, and seeing they are bare.
Well, we had a short rest.
Well, I meant since like the very first time you used this thing.
No?
What? Never mind.
Yeah,
We had to go back. No, we had to go back immediately to go save Victor, remember?
Right. And after the battle with the Master of Arms, you launched
Was that a long rest or that was a short?
No, that was a long rest.
Oh shit.
So you haven't gone for a hot minute. So do you proceed over? Do you do anything else?
We see those husks, I guess, on the way to the repository.
Correct. Over in this building,
I just don't just
lining this area.
I need to be woken up from my naps too, so around this area, gotcha. Any way of telling like what this building is, if anything?
Not historians. How many of us have been like?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, y'all with the history free.
Yeah, there's no nerds in this.
Okay, instead of trying to know the history of it, should we try to infer what it might have been used for? Based off of like what tools might be present, how the building is designed,
Okay.
shit like that.
Yeah. roll an insight. I mean, if you had
That was
mason's
true.
tool, I'd say do it with advantage, but
No, that was
Can we
Chad,
all
not
inside
Brad.
the building?
you may all
We
insight the
inside
building.
the build. God damn, that's a dumb sentence. I love D&D. Ah,
It's a
fuck, I
fucking
did
building,
terrible.
This building meant to do us harm.
23
You
and a
can't just
19.
describe it.
17.
I can just bounce at a door.
Oh yeah.
Oh, then
You
we're
are
not
calm.
smart. I have a 0 intelligence in real life.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see this large
No, I like this
circular dome that's raised up, and you see in the middle it divots down, and there's a large opening that has a circular wooden floor and a bunch of seats around it.
Oh, it's like a town hall kind of thing?
Only one way to find out.
Wait,
Jericho
maybe
puts 2 fingers to his temple, and in his mind goes, "Hello, Clint. Come in, Clint. Are you receiving this message?
What the fuck are you doing that accent for?
I am communicating to you over long distances."
I could fucking tell you're talking into my brain. What's up?
Why are you like
Mission
this?
accomplished. You're with the nerds, right? Can you tell us what this building is?
I mean, a repository is just a place things get stored. Oh, that's Doran.
No, not the repository. The one we're crossing by right now. We're not at the repository yet.
I go over to Doran and describe all the details they described to me word for word, even if it's like wrong or something.
Here's all the information.
Is there a podium in the middle?
Do we see a podium?
Am I able to
You do.
glance and see a podium?
Some sort of states room.
It's a sophist lounge.
A sophist?
Sophist. Where they like talk about. I'm not trying to think of the right words. Theocracy, not
What, like
theocracy.
philosophers and whatnot?
Philosophy, yeah.
Right. Where you would debate things of intellectual report. It's an open forum, you could say, to
As Clint relays that back to Jericho, you get back mental retching.
Blech.
I second the motion.
Tell Doran I said thanks.
I told Doran, he says thanks.
Did you say you're welcome?
say that as we go back to the scouts, you hear Dawn. This time I would like to go there, but perhaps on a safer trip.
We'll see what can be done. I'm right there with you, Doran. I would love to learn about this place. Even if it is a false version of Sycusia. I do relay back to Jericho that he said you're welcome.
Insight check. No, I'm kidding.
So, do you proceed to the repository?
Absolutely.
I believe you.
As you do, you see that there are many banners that line the walls all around it. Each entrance has one on the left. And all of them are different sorts of animals. But on the side of it, they have different patterning. Like some are multiple lines. Others are checkers. So boop, 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 boop. Banner looks like this, right? And it has an animal.
And we'll link in the middle. Yeah.
Right. Say, for instance, we will use a cobra. On the side here, on a line like this, it would have this additional symbology on it, of like two lines that run in pairs.
And is it always like this difference for
Not that pattern.
line?
The patterns vary.
The patterns vary.
So you can see some that are cobra that have this, but like a checkered pattern.
Oh, okay.
Right, like of the same house, but a different, like, personage, specific people.
Different chapter of it.
Chapter. That's
I was thinking different houses, same clan.
And most importantly to be noted, banners are made out of sheet metal.
right.
Oh.
Because the fabric.
This
is durable, like you said.
Sycusia is sponsored by Displate.
I guess so, yeah.
Banners made.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay. Do we
do
see
you-
any houses of the Falcon? Like any banners of Falcons?
How far are you willing to look around? There's about 12 entrances.
That is up to Jericho.
Is there a certain animal I should be looking out for?
Is there any you think you would? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Did we see anything other than snake in the way we're coming in, like these four that we're facing, I guess?
Predominantly, they are of snakes and lions.
Snakes and lions. Okay. Yeah,
But there's one of a falcon.
Okay.
There's one of a squid.
A squid?
Correct.
There's no fucking squid night.
And there's one of a rhinoceros.
Is there one of a frog?
There's not one of a frog.
Not yet, there ain't.
Okay, what are the animals that pop up? It is fox, frog, falcon.
Worm. Where's the worm house?
It's underneath you.
It's the most powerful one.
There is a house of the scorpion. So you have. So let's see.
And all these banners are on the outside, correct? We haven't gone inside yet.
Correct. They line the entrances.
Oh, right. There's like a dozen entrances.
And do all these
Oh,
entrances lead into the same place, or is it like different sort of rooms?
Thank
Or
you so much for writing that down.
ooh, 5 lines. Any of those lines have a black and white checkered pattern?
They do.
Ooh, just one.
There's one. The lion and the cobra symbol repeat often, but the patternings never repeat.
Gotcha. Jericho will beckon the others to follow him as he enters the door that's beside that lion banner, that particular one.
As you enter, you see there are several armor that align outside the door. And as you head up the stairs to the repository, you see sitting in the middle is a massive statue made of stone with a sword stuck in the stone ahead of it of a figure standing firmly in the opening of the room. And the path appears to bisect around him but leads to the same place.
You said there was a sword stuck in him, like stone sword in his hand.
Correct.
Okay.
So he is here.
With a sword
And
in
we
his
can-
chest.
Take either.
No, sword in
Sword next.
his
Okay.
hand, stabbed into the ground.
I was getting Dark Souls 3 flashbacks for a second.
Does it seem like just a stone statue, like not like the constructs we've been fighting.
It is not made of metal. It's made of solid stone. It's clear it was made of stone.
One piece of stone or many pieces put together?
It looks like it was crafted of marble.
Good choice.
Monopiece. Nice.
And since
So-
they're... Go on.
Let me just explain it a little bit. It's on like this
Pedestal.
pedestal, and that pedestal around it has carved into the stone.
Has what carved into the stone you cut out?
It has like a ribbon pattern carved in the stone, and on the front of it has a placard.
Any writing on it?
It does.
It says gotcha,
And,
bitch.
Jericho will get Jericho will get close up to read it.
This is this.
Petros Hum Morgos. Doesn't look like a name.
It's not. You've ever heard anyone speak in Old Sicusian? This sounds like what it would be. Like you can instinctively recognize Latin.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the equivalent.
This is definitely
I
up
don't
Doran's alley.
suppose any of you.
I was just saying it's definitely up Doran's alley.
Yeah, I don't suppose any of you can speak Old Syracusian.
No.
I have an easier time with Fiendish.
Wait, what?
Don't worry
Oh.
about that.
Another time. Hello, Clint. Come in, Clint.
You know you don't gotta yell. It's a mind link. How
Yeah,
you
so
been
it's actually
yelling
done
in your mind?
That's a good
Can you ask
question.
any of your team if they understand Old Syracusian?
I know no more Syracusian. What? What's up?
Found a plaque here. I just want to know what it says.
What's it read?
You will read out and virtuose.
Spell it. Just spell it.
A-N apostrophe. Or is that a comma?
It's an
Capital
apostrophe,
V
it's up.
E-R-T-U-O-A. Spells the rest of it. Capitals and all.
Is there a far delineation from current Syracusian? Well, current Syracusian would probably be Dark One, so I don't know if Syracusian as a whole is just the same language.
It would be like Old English. You can make enough of it. It's understandable.
Morgos. On this ground, the line is drawn. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Fin for a knight's bliss.
Yeah. It really is. Thank you. The scouting team sees Jericho's shoulders kind of slump before he looks up at the statue and does that blade look familiar at all? No?
It certainly does.
I think the scouting team will see Jericho. Well, looking past the statue, do we see where it kind of leads? Just lead into the rest of the repository?
By artistic design, unless you move around it, you can.
You cut out exactly the wrong thing. You cannot what?
You cannot see past it.
Quite literally making it
Right, it's effectively a wall.
Mm-hmm.
correct. So you would have to walk around it to see past it, because by an artistic design, it just
It just blocks the entire.
This
yeah.
is
Oh.
this is when we get Clint to just chuck his fucking knife over there. If only it was here.
no. You can walk around it. It's easy enough to walk. There's two pathways.
Yeah, but it feels like going past the line might be something bad.
No. Jericho. You'll all see him take this sword from his back, born after years of neglect, I guess. And it's probably the blade of it's probably wrapped in some old burlap, and there's probably like a length of leather rawhide rather tied around the handle of it and like near the tip, so that he can just sling it over his torso. He will remove it from himself, slide off the burlap, and gingerly lean the blade hilt towards the sky, up against the pedestal right beneath the placard. Then he'll reclaim his burlap, tuck it into his old backpack, and start pressing on.
Roll me a charisma save.
Oh no.
We'd love to hear it.
Very softly. Oh no.
Oh
That's-
shit.
So what can charisma saves do again?
Possession. Banishment.
You feel
Anything
heavy.
Hobo fucking wants.
Oh my god. Oh my god, why does it keep doing that? It keeps cutting my audio. You feel this
Shut up.
heaviness placed upon your shoulder. Nothing happens, you just feel the weight upon you.
And it's clear that he hesitates in his stride for a moment. He looks over his shoulder back at the blade. But he makes an effort to square his shoulders and keep walking. If he's able to.
Yep, you head in, circling past this statue. As you do, you enter this large open area. It is a hallway that's at a T intersection all around, and there's the ground is barren of this cobbled marble that's cut into checkered patterns all down it. As you see to the ends of two halls, as you are doing this, everyone roll me a perception check.
Gotcha. Everyone?
Not me, right?
Oh, you. Oh,
Oh,
everyone.
shit.
Yeah, it's the
Oh my
things.
gosh.
I meant to say I was keeping an ear out for it, but
There we go.
oh, look at that natural.
There we go.
Look at that natural.
Oh.
one.
It's okay. We all have our days. We all have our days.
Okay. So, Bradford, you hear a second ching. And Clint, you hear one this time.
9.
I just look over at Doran.
Left.
Another one.
Another one.
Another chain got broken.
Just shy of 10 minutes.
Just shy. Fuck.
That means we have a little over an hour.
Relay that to the scout team. You guys hear that chain break?
Duh. Wait, I can't remember. Did Clint only give it to Jericho, or did he give it to the whole thing?
I said it in the chat. Give it to all the pieces.
Oh, okay.
I can do it up to prof people.
Oh, nice.
And we can only talk to you, right? We can't talk to each other.
It's a network, I thought.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a.
Oh,
It makes
cool.
more sense if it's a network.
Let's see. To send or receive a message, it'll actually require you and the other creature, blah, blah. You and the creature, blah, blah, blah. The chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you could speak telepathically with them. So I guess technically it's only to me.
I like a network if you like.
I think it
Yeah,
fits.
so-
I think it fits Big Fiend energy.
It's the same thing as like, oh, send a message to Clint. Clint sends a message to who we.
Yeah,
want
it's
to
like-
send
it's
it
like-
to, you know.
It's good if I'm trying to obfuscate information from you guys, but I'm not gonna. Again, I like network
Jeez.
energy better.
Mm-hmm. I would say this: you have the option to make it
Okay, cool. The power of agency.
best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, I'll just say it's open network right now.
Bradford says yes.
Yeah. there's what, 9 chance left then?
Something like that. We got about an hour left. According to the door, and these things break around just shy of 10 minutes.
Right, we'll make this quick then. Anything on your end?
A noble manor full of inanimate, fancy dressed dolls.
That's awesome.
You're free to. If you guys want to finish up your job over there and stop on by for a late intro, be my guest.
We found a statue.
Is it alive?
I would say
Didn't
no,
ask
but
him.
we have no way to confirm that.
Oh shit.
Might be dead. Jericho out.
I guess that's something we could start doing on though.
That's a Jericho out.
Never mind.
It was a knight's stature.
Bring it up to Doran. Any knightly traditions that he's aware of? Knights are defined by their orders as tenets, so. Is there anything he knows about?
From what I know, knightly houses didn't take surnames, but took on a name of the house they were sworn to. As such, Lion would be Nathaniel Lyons.
Relay that over to the other team.
What was it? Nathaniel Lyons what?
Well, he's just saying that, like, the nomenclature for knights naming
As
themselves.
an example. Gotcha.
Yeah. That's all he has on knightly knowledge.
Let's see.
Does Victor know anything?
Bit like a
My boy,
Goddamn.
Roland, like
Oh,
trash.
shit.
In the dumpster. Holy
My
crap,
boy.
I take it back.
Roland, like a legend.
Like the legends he holds so dear.
They say that the first knights came about from those who spurned the king's hand. The ones that accepted his offer found place as nobility in the kingdom. But those who declined, they later brought back as knighthood.
You are like fishbowling so hard right now. Holy shit! Like it's like you're totally fine until midway, and then bam.
What was the last thing?
The Kingsguard were initially granted, titles of nobility and stuff like that, but the ones that declined, and then it stopped.
The ones that did not follow Carthage. When they later came back and swore themselves to the causes, they were given knightly titles as bannermen of the king.
Relay this information over to the scouts. Second place, first loser.
Oh, I feel like being a knight is still a victory to a lot of people.
Yeah, but you lost on being a noble if they just got agreed to it anyways.
Oh, it's cooler.
Definitely
I don't
biased.
think this helps us, but interesting.
Maybe not the best time for a history lesson. Alright. Everyone back to what they were doing.
If it would be of any help for the mission, knights were outfitted by their noble house in the fine armaments for battle.
If it's not cursed, that is. Let the scout team know. Keep an eye out for knightly equipment.
He rolled a 25.
Top of the line stuff.
Tends to have
He
it what happens.
also lets you know if you find anything bearing of the house they were sworn born to, then that was a mastercraft piece.
Ooh.
Right, so them sponsoring the craftsmanship of one thing versus, hey, our house's crafters made this for you.
Right. Those were the ones that were in act.
Good to know.
Clint will make it known, but he'll reiterate, don't get cursed. We got one person that's cursed.
Hey, could we look at the sword that Gregor has to see if it has a symbol on it?
Yeah, you can certainly look at it.
You're struck blind.
It's too
Actually,
shiny.
why don't you roll a perception?
I'll roll a whole perception. I already have that.
Would love to hear it.
on.
Me too. Or
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, okay, 19, 20.
20's good.
Oh,
10's not. Bradford, you notice that Gregor's sword hand actually fits a little funky in his glove. The sword itself has a crossguard on it. It's a massive flamberge, but it only has that of two swords.
Only has that of two what?
Two swords crossing.
Oh.
Fun fact. What he was based off of, which I'm sure you've given him, those were not knights but mercenaries.
Landsknecht. Yeah.
Would anyone know? Yeah, just a little bonus. They weren't used in the same way as pikemen, because those weren't really something that